we're quite intentional to say we don't want to limit it to one particular faith, because we also wanted to show that connection, that linkage, and just to build on issues around religious tolerance. ACT Ubumbano, in partnership with Faith to Action, are the ones who coordinated the whole process of developing the interfaith briefs. So we started off in discussions with Faith to Action, where we wanted to look into how can we get faith leaders and faith institutions talking around SRHR, GBV, and teenage pregnancy.
First, we have to appreciate that women and girls have been disadvantaged more than any other group when it comes to issues of gender-based violence. And definitely the issue of teenage pregnancy is one issue that affects and impacts on the life of a woman, of a girl, for the rest of their lives.
Maybe starting from why even the interfaith briefs and how they were even developed. It was around, when we brought different faiths together, faith organizations together, and we said, let's discuss our sacred text and see what they're saying around SRHR, teenage pregnancy, and GBV. So we had a whole discussion, and then we agreed on terms, on languaging, on what needed to be said. We're quite intentional to say we don't want to limit it to one particular faith, because we also wanted to show that connection, that linkage, and just to build on issues around religious tolerance, So what we also did, we're quite specific to say we need Protestants, we'll need the Baha'i, we'll need the Muslim communities to be part of this conversation.
When we developed the briefs, we have seen many of the faith communities that participated in this adopt policies, policies that promote sexuality education, policies that advocate for access to sexual reproductive health and rights services, policies that promote equal representation of women in different decision-making hierarchies of the organization, and policies that tend to correct injustices that have been there, even in terms of leadership, in terms of roles of women.
For us to have those transformative conversations, for us to have that change, it's not an overnight thing. It's a journey that we need to walk through, taking people along the journey and understanding that, we are not all at the same level, understanding that we also need to reflect on some of the things that we are hearing, so that we are able to make informed decisions and informed choices.
Any faith organization that wants to start dialogue or conversation around GBV, around sexual reproductive health, around teenage pregnancy, I would tell them that they don't have to start from ground zero, that others have gone to ground zero for them. There are already existing tools in form of the policy briefs that they can use as a starting point. So it is important for them to note that these are issues, and they are really issues that are very much alive in the communities. But then they also are issues that require a lot of courage to face, a lot of courage to act, and a lot of courage to even have discussions and dialogues around.